Every day at the police department we would meet and we would discuss how many days it's been since this started. And finally this morning we were able to say that it was day one of the healing process.
I think at the end of this, if he is found to be guilty, he should die. It's that simple.
Benjamin, Monica, Anthony, and Ronald, we will not let their names die in vain.
Tampa's ready to move on. Turn that page. This is an amazing city, and our best chapter has yet to be written.
And it is such an emotional day for the families of the 4 people who were killed in Seminole Heights.
We know so many of you have so many questions about the man charged with the first-degree murders of the 4 victims: Benjamin Mitchell, Monica Hoffa, Anthony Noboa, and Ronald Felton. They were all killed within days and blocks of each other.
We are answering questions like, who is Howell Donaldson III? Were there any warning signs? And why Seminole Heights? You will hear from a retired FBI special agent about why after 51 days, he gave a gun to a McDonald's employee he'd only worked with for a couple of months, and why Donaldson doesn't seem to fit the stereotype of a serial killer.
Our team coverage begins with Josh Shadorowitz live at Tampa Police Headquarters. And Josh, why do police believe so strongly that they have the right guy?
Right, Allison. Well, you know that if you watch the Chief's remarks live on our 10 News WTSP Facebook page this morning, you heard he said very emphatically that they felt confident that Howell Donaldson III is their suspect for a few different reasons. He made those remarks. Take a look. His family of at least 2 of the victims, Anthony Noboa and Monica Hoffa, stood behind law enforcement. Now, here is what the chief laid out. He pointed to 3 very key pieces of evidence. One, those cell phone pings we've been talking about, which he says placed Donaldson in the area of the murders around the time that they happened. Clothes found in that red Mustang in the McDonald's parking lot, those are also key pieces, which he said are similar to the hoodie the person in the surveillance video was seen wearing. The clothes do apparently have some blood on them, but further testing still needs to be done. But the big one out of all of those, the chief said today, is that gun. It's the piece of evidence he said they had been looking for and waiting for, having known but never actually revealing publicly before today that investigators were working with the notion that the same gun had been used in all 4 murders. Police say Donaldson admitted the gun belonged to him, which he curiously brought to work in that bag. He handed it off to his manager, who then called police yesterday, setting this all into motion, ultimately putting Donaldson on police's radar for the first time.
No, I don't think he wanted. The question is whether he wanted to get caught when he handed the bag to a coworker.
Did you take that deal late?
I don't think he wanted to get caught. I don't have the answer why he specifically gave her the bag. Maybe he just trusted her.
So back here live, it's just one of the many perplexing instances so far in this case. The other, of course, being the why, the motive, and why Donaldson chose the Seminole Heights neighborhood to carry out these crimes he's now accused of committing. At this point, police say that Donaldson has given no indication as to why he might have carried them out, and he has not confessed to any of these 4 murders. We're live downtown outside of DPD headquarters tonight. I'm Josh Shadorowitz, 10 News.